Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. That's the Appleton Oak. This is the answer. I'm Mason Quinn. Guys, tonight we are wrapping up, for now, our journey with the Fantastic Beasts in The Secrets of Dumbledore. Now, this movie was kind of polarizing, I think, to a lot of Harry Potter fans, but I really enjoyed the first two. I thought the first one was fantastic. It was light and bubbly and fun, and then it got serious at the end, and I really liked the transition that the second one made, so I am super excited to see this one, and I love Mads Mikkelsen and everything he does. Check him out in Polar if you haven't seen it.
Well, I'm ready, willing, and able to see this movie, as always. It was just our biggest fear, though, is coming to fruition as we're going to have to be done with Harry Potter. We can't
we gotta wait.
We can't just wait like a few days and watch the next one. We have to wait years because we don't even know the announced date, but I can't wait for it.
Yep. You know, you say your biggest fear, but imagine the excitement of going into the theater watching a new Potter movie
on the big screen.
On the big screen. Although
with his ice cream and eating it with his feet just a kicking in the air.
So I have ice cream in a theater once in a while. I am a little conflicted about watching anything new in the theater, though, because of course we started this Potter journey with you guys and with you. Obviously, we can take the three of us to the theater, but can't do a reaction in the theater. So we're going to have to figure something out. I know we've talked about that. Maybe do a private screening at the theater, invite some of the friends of Bad Medicine from the area. We got plenty of time to plan that out. But I love the first two movies. Really excited about this one. Like Quinn had said, we heard some good and some bad reviews on the previous two. I loved them both. I think I'm just excited to be getting more, quality
more
movies from the Potterverse. Yeah. So I'm every bit as excited for this one. So
get your scarves, get your glasses, and without further ado, let's go!
I'm expecting someone.
Oh, there's the man. There's Mads, our new Grindelwald.
Okay, so he's our new Grindelwald for this film. Okay.
Let me see it.
Oh, it's the necklace.
Look, it's moving.
We can free each other. When I was young, I was committed to me because I was in love with you.
Oh. So they were a couple.
Yeah.
Well, that changes the dynamic.
Well, that was kind of obvious. They did the blood pact.
You saw the Blood Brothers, but it's not like they.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I didn't know the blood pact was like a relationship thing, though.
Do you really intend to turn your back on your own kind? There's nothing you can do to stop me.
And by the way, how awesome is Jude Law? He made that ridiculous Repo Man movie with Forrest Whitaker outstanding.
Oh, I love this guy.
So you're looking for Kong?
It does feel like Kong Island.
Hey, shout out to Peter Jackson.
Oh,
that looks like a big old snake here.
Is that seashells?
That's some scales.
I know
that's
that's
like a dragon to me.
Like.
Yeah.
Oh, what is that thing?
It's like it's a horse that lays eggs and has scales. Huh? Clearly.
That's not.
Oh, it just says
that's
we all
not
saw
an
it.
egg. It's just the sack, the embryo sack.
Now I've seen Aliens, so he should watch out.
Yeah, watch his face. Oh,
it's like total Bambi.
Oh, it's just Bambi.
Oh, look whose picture he's looking at.
I like that. He's got a drawing of Faggot.
Stay away.
What the hell?
Why? What?
Oh, there's
Is that Snape? Is that who that was?
No, it's Credence.
Oh gosh,
Credence.
I was thinking of the fan made thing we did. It kind of looked like him. Briefcase is nice. Oh, they're wasting no time with this one.
Oh, you want to piss me off real quick?
That'll do it.
No. No, don't do
They're
it.
not gonna.
Something's gotta happen here.
They're taking it. Well, now what do they want the beasts for?
Sons of bitches.
How would that help them?
Well, they just left him? Oh, no.
I'm so
Oh,
It made it? How'd it get away?
What happened?
There was a second one, maybe.
Oh, there was a second one.
What's going on with his hand?
Twins.
Oh.
No.
Ah, there's our
Where's
guy.
that
He's got glasses.
You guys get the feeling like something magical is going to happen here?
Wow.
Okay, I didn't expect that. Boy, the imagination that they had in these movies for all the different beasts,
Yeah.
creatures, whatever you
The
want to call them.
creativity is just so incredibly amazing. I mean, like, try to imagine, like, the coolest creatures you could and the ability to bring them to life.
Hey,
Yeah.
there we go.
There's the intro. But yeah, 100% Oak, you're right on that. To finally have the technology to see all this awesome stuff.
Show me.
What are you doing just holding the thing by the neck?
See its eyes. Those eyes see everything. When a children is born, a righteous leader will rise to change our world forever. But birth brings change, brings to everything.
Oh, that's
So you took it away from its mother so you could have it
Yep.
as your own pet.
He wants to do something with it. What? Get out of here.
I could have done without seeing that. What is this?
What, just so we could have the blood of it to, like, look and see what's going to happen, or?
Oh, he's using it as a tool to see.
Okay, that didn't take long. I really, really, really hate this guy.
I mean, you're just seeing polar opposite type character here,
100%.
right? Like, this guy kills an innocent animal because he wants to see in the future, and this guy's risking himself and risking his own death to save them.
Here to meet my
I mean, there's-
brother.
No, so we're here to see Albus Dumbledore.
That would be my brother. No, this is first on the left.
Well, he hasn't changed much.
No.
Or doesn't change much, I guess. Likes polishing that mirror, too.
There's something that that Dumbledore wishes to speak to you about. A proposal.
You know, this is, of course,
Newt had it in Paris. And whose blood is contained within?
mine and Grindelwald's.
There we go.
I'm assuming that's why you can't move against him.
Yes.
Can I ask what would possess you to make such a thing?
Love, arrogance, naivety, pick your poison.
And what would happen if you were to fight him?
Were to even think about defying it.
Oh, it's like it's trying to get to him?
Albus.
That is the betrayal in my heart.
Oh, it got intense fast.
Yeah.
That would be the least of it. Powerful magic. It can't be undone. If we're to defeat him, the chilling's only part of it. Things that seem unimaginable today will seem inevitable tomorrow. Should you agree to do what I ask, you'll have to trust me, even when every instinct tells you not to. Let's hear it.
Does he send you to spy on me?
He asks, what you thinking, what you feeling?
You know, the drawings on the wall is always a big sign.
Tell me what you see.
You're a Dumbledore. It's an important family. You know this because he's told you. He's also told you they abandoned you.
I want you to go now, Queenie.
I don't tell him. Not always.
That's interesting.
I wonder what he's thinking that she doesn't share.
Say, forgive me?
Hey!
All right.
Is our guy?
Maybe he can make us laugh a little bit here and break up the seriousness. Ooh.
Hey, we're
Queen.
He's
Hi,
dreaming.
sweetie.
He's seeing things. It's gotta be, right?
Ew, I missed you.
Yeah, so he did imagine it.
Yeah.
Oh, you want scary. Is that what you want?
You just aren't menacing enough.
Oh,
I think I'm playing.
I think she used to be on the Daily Show.
Hey! That's enough. You sure?
Oh boy! It's like he got hit with a taser. Just locked up.
Sometimes I forget my own strength.
Oh,
I'll
we're
take
in on
it from
it.
here.
I said I want it out, and I want out. You seem like a really nice witch. You don't know what I've been through with you people. So could you please get out of my life? You see this? You see the pan? That's me. I'm the pan. I'm all dented, dime a dozen.
You could have ducked under the counter, but you didn't. You could have looked the other way, but you didn't.
Pretty
Seems
solid
to me
quality.
You're just the kind of average Joe the world needs right now.
That's a hell of a point.
Right there.
Yep.
Thanks.
Much better, Jacob.
Oh, he still got the pan.
I believe you know how this works, Jacob.
Is he gonna be sick?
I want him to have some of the alcohol again. Where he does his...
I'll tell you guys, thank goodness for Jacob Kowalski, because this movie was starting off real dark and real heavy. Like, thank goodness he was there to lighten the mood a little. Spinning.
Welcome, you brilliant man. Sorry.
I can't pass up a good portrait.
Mr. Scamander.
Professor Hayes.
At long last. Fantastic Beasts is required reading for all my fifth year.
I imagine that you're all wondering why you find yourselves here.
He doesn't know what to do with the fan.
Dumbledore asks that I convey a message. Grindelwald has the ability to see snatches of the future. So if we hope to defeat him, then our best hope is to confuse him. It's the best plan being no plan.
Or many overlapping plans.
Thus confusion.
It's working on me right now.
In fact, Dumbledore asks that I give you something, Jacob.
A wand? He's getting a wand?
Weird. What a
muggle's getting a wand?
Are you kidding me right now? Is this thing real?
Now, there's something for you too. I think Theseus, Teddy, please let go now. This is Theseus's.
What about Tina? Does Tina come?
Tina's
Just taking the silverware.
Tina's been promoted. She's very, very busy.
Quite a remarkable woman.
This is the team that's going to take down the most dangerous wizard we've faced in over a century. Who wouldn't like our chances? Oh!
He did it!
That's what I was so waiting for.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say Jacob Kowalski is my MVP of the movie so far.
You're all right, little one.
I must be going too now, Newt. No one can know everything. Not even you.
That's right, because you can see the future. Gotta trick him up.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that must be really hard for him.
Yeah,
to let that
he doesn't
briefcase
leave
go.
his suitcase.
Or his suitcase.
German Ministry of Magic.
Yes. Yes, we have a tea ceremony to attend.
Oh, I thought it was showing Queenie, so I thought he was looking at that.
Yeah.
It was me.
I have a message to deliver.
A message.
No.
You are joking.
Hello. That's an interesting looking man.
Jacob Kowalski, how are you? Very nice to meet you.
Where is it you hail from? Mr. Kowalski?
Queens.
Herr Folger, I have a message from a friend. And it cannot wait. Do what is right, not what is easy.
Is he here? In Berlin? No, of course not. Why leave Hogwarts when the world outside is burning?
Within the next 48 hours, you, along with the rest of the wizarding world, will choose our next great leader, Liu Dao. Vicencia Santos. Despite our differences, all voices deserve to be heard.
Newt, any of those that look familiar to you, they were with Grindelwald.
It's not good.
Confederation has concluded that insufficient evidence exists to prosecute Gellert Grindelwald for the crimes against the Muggle community of which he was accused. Absolved
What?
of all his alleged crimes.
I was there. He was killing people.
One desperate.
I knew I couldn't trust that guy. Not with a haircut like that.
Newt, not here.
Wow, it's so you have the British ministry, the U.S. ministry, now the German ministry is involved.
Whoa. We have to go. We have to go.
I was there. I grew up in the same house. Everything you saw, I saw. Read the sign, you stupid sod.
Sawed off.
It's Berlin.
Off to save the world, are we?
That would take a better man than me.
You're a free man.
Tell the others to prepare to leave. We'll have a visitor in the morning.
And you're sure that he can kill Dumbledore?
His pain is his power.
As our contention said, since he was never in our custody, we never misplaced him.
Wait, that's the guy. Excuse me! Hey!
That's convenient.
Wow. Little Jacob not giving two shits. He's going.
It's the Dumbledore glove.
Albus. Wait. You're enjoying your wand, Mr. Kowalski. Professor Hicks.
Dumbledore?
Assuming you're not otherwise engaged, and frankly, even if you are, I encourage you to attend tonight's candidates' dinner. Take Mr. Kowalski. I'm quite certain there'll be an assassination attempt. The case? Yes. Rest assured, it's in safe hands.
Even through everything, he's still worried about his animals.
Yep.
I think too, he kind of feels like naked without it.
Yeah,
you know?
he's so used to
Because
having it.
he's like, his hand is just like permanently got to be like that.
I'd like to have this case replicated, please.
Nope. We gotta stay inside there, buddy.
Get back in there.
Aw.
Apparently, she did not know how to put it into Muggle form.
I'll be needing more than one. My husband. He's a bit absent-minded.
Exactly how many were you thinking?
Half a dozen? And I'll need them in 2 days' time.
That's a pretty quick turnaround.
Yeah, you'd be paying extra for that.
My name is Yusuf Kama.
You murdered his sister. Her name was Lita.
Dumbledore sent you. Am I right?
He sent me here to spy on you. What would you like me to tell him?
Is he telling the truth?
Even though he believes in you, he holds you responsible for his sister's death.
Then I presume you won't mind if I relieve you of your sister's memory.
Whoa, that's pretty heavy duty.
Yeah, that's territory you don't want to go to.
Oh, that was probably the big thing he was worried about.
We can talk some more about our mutual friend, Dumbledore.
After you.
I don't like her one bit.
No.
Not one. I don't like her navy blue dress either. So there.
If you tried it on, maybe you'll like it.
I don't like it.
All right, whatever.
I just can't believe Queenie's still going along with this, and maybe at this point she doesn't
You can
have a
tell
choice.
she's pretty conflicted, but at the same time, it's like...
Oh, he saw him coming in his watch.
It's an interesting travel for a drop of, or interesting path for a drop of water to travel.
You're the one sending messages in the mirror.
The same blood that runs my veins runs yours.
He is just tearing that place up.
Yeah. Wow, this is crazy.
Oh. Quite what they appear, Credence.
Got the drop on him.
He lied to you. Kindled your hate.
Boy, Dumbledore's doing a number on this guy.
Yeah, he is. You're not kidding.
But he's not doing anything to, harm him.
Yeah, just kind of defensive.
Mm-hmm.
What he's told you isn't true. But we do share the same blood. You are a Dumbledore.
Was that like all the hatred trying to run back in?
Yeah, it's the. I remember what they called it earlier. It starts with an O.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yep. It's when he would take that form and just be a big spinning cloud.
Oh, hey, look at that. That looks familiar.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got them all conflicted.
Yeah.
Very, very conflicted, I would say.
So I've come to see my brother. His name is Theseus Scamander.
What?
Nice.
He's perfectly harmless. He's just a pet, really. I will be back, Pig. On my word.
Trying to be a man of the people.
You're not actually proposing that that man be allowed to stand.
Let the people vote, but deny them their voices. And those streets will run with blood.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, that's a good point, you know, if he runs and loses. Looks pretty popular to me, though.
Yeah.
Are they carrying him already? Oh, body serving.
Body serving.
It's like he's David Lee Roth at a concert. What is that little guy?
This guy.
I start to get nervous when I see a lot of them.
Yeah, when you see a little pack of them.
He doesn't look like he likes him too much.
Oh,
yeah,
my
that got
goodness.
real ugly real quick.
Walk like an
And then they show
Egyptian.
a
Oh,
lobster.
nice.
Look at this guy.
Guy with the hair sitting next to Edith. He looks like he can kill somebody.
Your tie is undone.
That's the look.
The
Who
old
told you to
house
stop
elf.
playing?
Queenie. Queenie.
It's blowing right past him.
You know she saw him.
Brutal. Guys.
Just totally ignored.
Not that she didn't see him, but she probably definitely heard his thoughts.
He's got the whole army of them.
Whatever it is that you're doing is strategic.
Oh, what's this?
Ooh.
Do that.
Keep going.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
So, like, imagine those little guys time.
Oh.
Gross.
Oh, that was pretty graphic.
Now they all go feed on it. Yup. Yeah, he knew he could get out.
What the bloody hell is that for?
We're going to need some help.
This is great.
He's like, all right,
Stop and start going automatically again.
Oh, she's reading his mind. I bet that's why she's crying.
Go to him.
Oh, because he knows, so he's like,
Oh, to him. Wrong him.
Ah, the wrong one. He tricked us all.
I can see he's failed. He'll have another chance.
He's tricked again.
yeah, she had to look off to her right to not even try and get him in the peripherals.
We've all been there.
This guy, I do not trust one single bit. He's got something funky in that glass.
Yep.
Oh, no. No, no, no. It's poisoned.
Yep. Yep. He's like, oh, he's holding it.
Mo was like, not. He was like, yeah.
I always like when they do that sound effect, the deep bass.
Look at that.
Oh.
They can transfer.
Yep, there you go.
Boom. It's always in the books.
Look at that guy.
Stupid part down the middle.
Center part. Oh, what's he got? Be like us trying to lift a telephone pole. All the shinies.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's not going for the wand, he's going for the shinies.
Pick squeeze.
He's got the tie.
Its back leg.
Oh, he stepped on one. Oh no. Better get rid of that lantern.
Yeah, if they're running. Whoa!
Oh, I know it can throw
Jesus.
fire. Fire acid.
This has a lot of Indiana Jones vibes, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
I just watched The Last Crusade last weekend.
oh, yeah. This feels very Indiana Jones-ish.
Oh, you forgot about that one. Ah.
Akio! Grab the tie!
Yeah, not so funny now, is it? Who's next? Oh, he's still got the bits of it wrapped around him.
Hey, where do you think they are?
It is
Exactly where we are.
Quidditch time. They call me the Seeker.
Not that either of you asked, but I would highly recommend learning charms.
Lally.
Well, the Hufflepuffs.
All of you, well done. Professor Hicks managed to foil an assassination.
Albus, forgive me, but aren't we back where we started?
Actually, I would argue that things are a great deal worse.
Grindelwald's been allowed to stand in the election.
Because Fogel chose easy over right.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you choose easy over right, kids.
Let that be a lesson to you.
Things get messed up.
It's high in the eastern Himalayas. It's a place of indescribable beauty. It also happens to be where the election will be held. Only a few days ago, he was a fugitive from justice. Now he is an official candidate. Dangerous times favor dangerous men.
I'm going to use that word, but for cool purposes. Dangerous times favor dangerous men.
Aberforth here will prepare you a delicious dinner. His own recipe.
He looks thrilled.
Yeah.
Who is this little one?
She's a chillin', Jacob. One of the most beloved creatures in the wizarding world, because she can see into your soul.
Well, she bows, but only in the presence of someone truly pure of heart.
What does it say? I want to come home.
He's your son, Aberforth.
Oh, there we just dropped a bomb.
Wow.
Albus, the mirror downstairs, there's a message.
The summer Gellert and I fell in love. My brother fell in love as well, with a girl from the Hollow. To Aberforth, if I'd been a better brother, he might have confided in me. Perhaps things would have been different. This boy could have been part of our lives, part of our family. My sister was an obscurial. Over time, it grew darker and began to poison her. Gellert and I had made plans to go away together. My brother didn't approve. Aberforth drew his wand, which was foolish. I drew my wand, which was even more foolish. No one heard Ariana coming down the stairs.
No.
One minute she was there, and the next she was gone.
Wow, they took out their own sister accidentally. We just had a big reveal in the last 5 minutes.
Even if we make mistakes, we can try to make things right. And that's what matters.
So we found out Credence Dumbledore that is actually his nephew, and then they had a fight that almost one of them took out the sister.
Yeah.
Wow.
All that in 5 minutes. Hey, here, we're going to drop this on you.
The world will hear our voice, and it will be deafening.
Your place is here. To believe in me is to believe in yourself. Prove your loyalty, Mr. Cullen.
It's a heavy task. Prove your loyalty.
What's he doing with it now?
So this way he can see all future and everything.
Is he bringing it back to life?
I think so. Oh, tell me, I think he's gonna do it.
Just so he can do it again, you think?
Was there another? That night, was there another children? I don't think so.
Oh, we haven't seen that out of him.
One last chance. Understood. Find it.
Oh, I want one of them.
Is this the room where they...
The room of requirement?
What is this place?
The room we require.
I knew it! We are official Potterheads. Some of that. Yeah, some of that.
Forearm shivers all around.
Can you tell which one is yours?
And they got all the suitcases, too.
Good, I'd be worried if you could.
I assume the Chillin's in one of these cases.
Yes. Essential that we keep whoever he dispatches on his behalf guessing, so the Chillin gets to the ceremony safely.
Mr. Kowalski, you and I will proceed together first.
Yeah, not that one.
My pleasure.
You guys have any guesses on who you think has the real one?
I would like to think Newt does, just based on, Dumbledore. But I'm betting Jacob actually has. And that's my guess.
I'm thinking Bunty has the real one.
Oak? Who has it?
I'm not even going to pretend. I think maybe Jacob has it.
It's 2 for Jacob.
Oh, they're going to let it pick.
Yeah, there's the drawing in the background there.
Where to next? I have to meet someone else, Mr. Kowalski. You'll be perfectly safe.
Oh. You don't have to chill him. Feel free to drop the case at the first hint of trouble. You have something most men go their entire lives without. Do you know what that is? A heart that is full.
Oh, say they're doing all right. Jesus.
Oh, into the wall.
That one guy got the blanket of death treatment. You see that?
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Don't they disappear?
Cases.
God,
that guy. Oh, Mr. Center Part.
What is he in 6th grade? He's got to have a middle part in his hair.
I know.
Oh, there you
Oh,
go,
boy.
Kowalski.
Wait. Open them. Make sure it's in there.
Tasty baked goods.
And,
where's the
snitch.
seeker?
Yeah. Oh, it's like the ones that multiplied every time you touch them, remember?
Remember the gold in one of the vaults at Gringotts?
Yeah.
Hey, the call back to the Potter book. Remember, it's eating.
You're in danger, all right? You need to leave. I can't go, okay? They're gonna find us.
I don't care.
I don't love you anymore. Just get out of here.
You're the worst liar in the world. He said that I got a full heart. He's wrong. I'm always gonna have room in there for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Uh-oh.
He's not going to put up with it. Oh, dude, let him have it, bro. Let him have
He's going to give it to him.
Now's the time to fight.
Oh, it's her.
Mrs. Scamander.
Hello.
I can take you up.
I'd rather not.
Dumbledore sent me. I know what you have in the case, Mr. Scamander.
I don't trust her. DTA. Oh, who got him? You traitor. And there's this guy selling out.
Oh.
He's been a tough read.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wonder, like, is he really?
He was like that too, even in the last movie where you
I
just
still get a little bit of a vibe like he's still a good guy. You know.
Yeah, even with getting the memory of his sister pulled out.
He's got. I was gonna say he's got two. I was gonna say I thought he had two wands at first, and they were pointing back, but at a boy.
It's just something about him. You knew he
was just way too quiet and.
I find the candidate represents a distinct vision of how we will not shape only our world, but the non-magical world as well.
Another thing I saw that there was whoever in the green like that kept on following. I'm willing to bet that's his girl, Newt's girl.
Oh, that'd be a good call. Good call answer.
But Jacob was up there. He was next to Queenie.
Were we wrong? No. Oh, no. Well, this isn't going well.
This is the man who tried to take my life, who has no magic, who would marry a witch and pollute our blood. No!
Oh, no.
Oh, he hit him with the Crucio.
Yeah.
Our war with the Muggles begins today!
You know, it's interesting because remember the whole way that he got Queenie on board was saying that if you joined me, you could marry him and it'd be okay. And now he totally flipped the script.
She got rid of the Crucio charm.
Oh,
you got a little
made it worse.
That creature is dead.
He just wants you to follow.
Words designed to deceive.
There were 2 chillins born that night, a twin, and I know that.
Because you have no proof.
It is going to be Tina.
Or it's going to be Bunty.
No one can know everything, Newt.
That girl, Bunty.
It's so hard to not look smug.
Well.
Yeah, if it isn't the second children.
Who's the chillin gonna pick, though?
Hey, there she is.
There she is.
Nice of you to join us.
She can't hear you, little one.
You can see it with your own eyes. This is the truth.
The vote must be taken again.
Did it just die? What the hell just happened?
Yeah.
That's the false one.
Oh, that's the false one.
Yeah.
Who's it gonna be?
No.
Dumbledore.
I'm honored. But just as 2 of you were born that night, there's another here, equally worthy.
It's just like, come on.
He sees his ex like moving on in the life, like, I don't like it.
Don't.
Yeah, is Credence gonna stop him? Oh, wow.
Dumbledore and his dad.
Oh.
Broke the blood curse.
Now, is that because he's Dumbledore's defending and because he's attacking?
Like, you're not gonna stop.
Oh, I can feel it.
It's just.
Who will love you now, Dumbledore?
Oh, it's broken now.
Well, there's our rightful leader.
I kind of wish they would have explored her character a little bit more.
Yeah. They're just trotting along.
I mean, just give us a little something about her.
I was never your enemy.
Yeah, but you kind of wanted to destroy the world. Well, but I mean, everybody kind of sees him for what he is now, right? And they've got their new leadership in place, so... I mean, obviously he's powerful, but how much of a threat is he now?
Did you ever think of me?
Always.
Always.
Come home.
Here she is.
Come on, little one.
I must have given you an awful fright.
No, I think it takes losing something to realise quite how much it means.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just know.
I owe you an apology. It was never my intent for you to suffer the Cruciatus curse.
Oh, yeah, that little thing?
Can I keep this? For like old time's sake?
I can't think of anyone more deserving.
Nice.
How? I thought you couldn't move against one another.
We didn't. He sought to kill, I sought to protect. Our spells met. After all, how else will we fulfill our destinies?
Albus, you'll find him and you'll stop him.
You know, Jacob's going to have that wand going, boop, boop, boop.
You know, eventually the wand's going to work for him. I don't know how. I don't know what way, but it's gonna.
No more than 8 minutes on the collage piece. He's a sweet kid. He doesn't know the difference between plastic sheets and the one piece.
No, sweetheart. What? Newt doesn't know what you're talking about. I don't know. You find out
not supposed to look.
Today, remember?
I'd be nervous about
I'm not
speed. What is the smell? Why is there burning?
At first when he said Albert, I thought it was Dumbledore.
Oh.
The day that I first met Jacob, we were both sitting in the Steam National Bank.
See?
At last.
The maid of honor, I presume. You've done something to your hair.
No. Well, yes, actually, just for tonight.
What suits you?
Thank you, Newt.
Oh, wait.
Hello.
Hi.
Look, who's...
Good to see you. Hi.
How are you?
Good luck. Tina, come on, you must help me.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm all right.
You're not nervous, are you? Can't be nervous about a speech after saving the world.
Yeah, you just did this little dance thing with those scorpion-like things, and you're nerve-wracked about this?
There once was before, there will now be after. Funny how historic days seem so ordinary when you're living them.
Perhaps that's what happens when the world gets things right.
It's jolly nice to know it happens occasionally.
Just keep hitting them.
Yes.
Jacob seems to think he's lost the ring.
Don't leave it too
Don't let the other guy.
Thank you, Newt. I really couldn't have done it without you.
Oh, and I'd do it again, by the way. Should you ask?
Getting married in the kitchen of the bakery, that's awesome.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, look at there's our guy.
Steal that ring is what he's gonna do. Here we had it, the Fantastic Beasts.
Get to it.
Secrets of Dumbledore, all wrapped up, and man, I gotta say, I absolutely loved the characters in this whole series. I mean, I don't know, it was just a little something different, you know, versus the Harry Potter universe that we're kind of used to, and it was interesting to just see a different side of that whole wizarding world, and I loved all the characters in here. They all had their spot. I mean, of course, you had a lot of great actors, right? So, I mean, they were gonna crush them. But yeah, my MVP is Jacob Kowalski himself. I mean, he came in and, you know, had his moments in the movie, but he also kind of saved it for us because what was it, like the first 10, 15 minutes or so of the movie was just so dark and bleak, and you're just like, give me something, you know, and then Kowalski comes in to saves the day. An answer rating for me, I'll give this one a 4.25 out of 5 answers.
I extremely loved it. Again, I echo the same thing. Jacob is, you know, I knew him from previous stuff he's done. He's been on Goldberg's, he's been on that, and so I knew he'd be a great comedic role. But
I only saw him on The Walking Dead. I didn't know he was even in this.
I didn't even know he was in that. But to see his range of acting, to be able to hit that in the soft spot, and then obviously the Fantastic Beasts I had about it, the little baby at the beginning. was just amazing to see. I loved it. 4.5 answers.
I mean, how can you have too much Potterverse? I really loved all of these movies. I love the story from start to finish, and I think they did an absolutely phenomenal job with these. I know people had their mixed reviews, and I'm having a hard time understanding why people didn't like these movies, and I'm certainly not being combative at all. And I'm curious, so
same
drop
here.
a comment below if you didn't prefer these movies, and let us know why. And again, this isn't to be combative. I don't know if it's just a storyline that was, different, so far different from the original movies. I don't know if it was people who, really fell in love with the Potter books and the fact that these weren't released as books prior to the movies coming out. Maybe felt like it wasn't, for them as much. But I thought these movies were phenomenal. They had incredible actors. They had great character development. The creatures, I think, in these three movies were, we saw a lot more creatures than we saw in the Potter movies, and the creativity and the animation that they did and the way they made all these just fantastic beasts come to life, I thought was phenomenal. This particular movie, I'm an animal lover. We have deer all over the state of Wisconsin, and there's fawns everywhere right now. So this one very much felt like a white-tailed deer fawn. You got me early with.
I couldn't believe that when
he got me early. I was pretty upset, but of course, Newt came in to save the day. And again, we show the character difference between somebody who's trying to take the life of an innocent creature for his own benefit versus somebody who's risking his own life just to save an innocent creature. And I think that's the one thing that we've seen throughout all the Potter movies that continued with the prequels is the importance of an individual's character. Of course, we saw the lessons here again. I'm talking about doing what's right versus doing what's easy.
What can make the world a better place and stuff like that.
Huge lesson in that we can make mistakes, and as long as you're going back and you're trying to make them right, then there's still hope. And I think that was a big one, because look, everybody watching this show, everybody on the cast, the three of us sitting here at the table, everybody that's breathing in and out right now has made mistakes in their life, and I think they weigh really heavy on some people. And as long as you are making an effort to fix those mistakes or make things right if you can, I think that's you're doing the right thing. And so I really loved the lessons in this movie. I loved the ending of it with Dumbledore sitting there, and we saw, I think the big plot here is we saw Grindelwald trying to divide two worlds. Now in his head he thinks it's right, but at the end of the day he's trying to divide two worlds, and the very last scene we pretty much got was the exact opposite. We saw two worlds coming together in their marriage, and something that was previously forbidden.
Creating some
that was the change. And Dumbledore talked about some of these magnificent heavy moments just seem ordinary at the time they're happening. And of course Newt said sometimes the world gets it right. And it was tough watching him walk away, because at the same time that Jacob and Queenie are finding love, Dumbledore needs to learn to walk away. From the person that he loved.
He may never have it, and that's the feeling that I kind of got when he was walking away, and why he didn't go into the wedding. I think he kind of had that vibe, like, I don't think I'm ever going to have that, and I think that's why he didn't want to.
Well, I mean,
you had
Gellert yell at him, "Who's going to love you now?" right at the end too. So you had him fighting that, and like maybe he wasn't ready to see, like he could see the love and everything, but he didn't want to be right there and see it like firsthand, because then it gives him that remorse and everything else from what he just went through.
I'm a little bit conflicted about that, and I'm glad you brought that up, because as people have said in the comments on previous Fantastic Beasts movies, there's supposed to be 2 more coming out. And because there's books, there's not books, rather.
Yeah, nobody knows.
And unless somebody knows the screenplay, I don't know if we're going to get some sort of redemption from Grindelwald in the next 2 movies, or whether he goes his own way. And I think
Because he's easily teeter-totter one of 2 ways.
This is going to get really heavy. But again, I think it's important to discuss. When he said, "Who's going to love you now?" I think a lot of times, and I'm not going to say that this is supposed to be representative of abusive relationships, but I think a lot of times what we see in abusive or unhealthy relationships is somebody wanting to move away from that situation and somebody wanting to step away from it, regardless of how hard it is, to better their situation, and the other person trying to make them feel like they're not going to be worthy of somebody else's love. And I think we see that a lot in abusive relationships, where somebody's like, nobody's going to love you after I did, or nobody's going to love you like I did, or, there's not going to be anybody out there who's going to love you. And I think it's a really lousy tactic, but one that can really break a person down to make them question as to whether they are lovable or whether they are deserving of love. And so, I don't know if I feel like maybe there's still hope for Dumbledore and Grindelwald, or if that was just showing... and it was a pretty calm thing, and I think, I didn't really even think about it until, Answer started talking about some of the stuff in this wrap-up, like, holy shit, like, that's what, like, people say in abusive relationships, is like, nobody's gonna love you now. And for as strong of a person as Dumbledore is, inside now, you wonder if that's, like, getting in his head, like, am I ever gonna find
And I think in
love?
the next couple movies, they'll explore that a little bit more, because I think that they're going to show more of their past. They showed them becoming blood brothers, but they didn't show them, like, in their relationship. They talked about the fight between him and his brother because he didn't approve, but they didn't show anything else that way. And maybe there's a part of Dumbledore that blames him for what happened to his sister,
could
because
be.
he just sat there and laughed and didn't come to his aid or try stopping it, and then it ended up taking out their sister.
Yeah,
so there's going to be a bunch of layers that they have 2 movies to really divulge into and dive into and see, what actually happened between them. So I think that's going to be a nice plot moving forward.
Yeah. So
And I wanted to jump on it before we moved ahead about when Newt was talking about, just because you may have done something wrong, or it's, you can, as long as you're trying to change. I think that's important to note that people who may have done something wrong in their past, or maybe you weren't a good person or whatever, like, that doesn't define who you are. And as long as you're making inroads to be something better, like, that's who you are. You're not this person who you used to be however many years or months or whatever it was ago. You become that new person every day, and every day is kind of a chance to start over and be better. And I really like that.
And that's exactly what's going to happen with Credence. He's got to go through day by day to get better and become a better person.
Yeah. If he makes it.
If he
we don't
makes
even
it.
know.
Because,
Yeah.
But I think with being with his actual father and everything, and what a great callback to the Always. And so that, I'm hoping that you root for the guy to help him out.
And speaking of the callbacks, we had the bitey book.
The bitey book.
We had the multiplying rolls. So we had some nice callbacks from the Potterverse. That was really nice.
So I'm going to say 2 more things, my rating, and then my last piece of, I don't know, my own advice or my own take on this. And again, if this is your first time watching a Bad Medicine reaction, we normally don't get this heavy, okay? If we're watching Spider-Man or Venom, it's like, hey, we thought it was great, action was great, 4.5 answers. But when we watch movies like the Potter series and Hunger Games, and movies that are deserving of reactions like this, I think it's important that we talk about it, because it's something that the directors and the writers put into the movie, and I think we do a disservice if we don't talk about that. So first off, I'm going to give my ranking 5 answers. I thought this was phenomenal, and I know I know people might think that I'm going above and beyond just because I'm in love with Potter now.
No,
I am.
Nobody says that.
But I really believe, especially the message, I really believe, look, that ending message, like, we're moving forward into a better time. So that's my answer rating. And the last thing that I'm going to say is I'm just going to talk about that just a little bit in depth, and just, if anybody listens to the old Appleton Oaks advice, touching on what Grindelwald said to Dumbledore. And throughout this whole Potter journey, people have opened up in the comments so much more than I thought people would open up with their personal lives on a YouTube channel. And I think that was a really strong message. And, you know, we've talked about love who you want to love and be yourself in that message. And I know this isn't a therapy channel or anything like that, but it is, you know, an open ear channel, and people have shared a lot of stuff. So the one thing that I want to share with the people watching, whether you're a man or a woman, a guy, girl, whatever, if you're trying to make your way out of a bad relationship and the person that's holding you there is telling you that you're not worthy of somebody else's love, and you're questioning leaving and moving on to try to better your situation because you don't know if you're worthy of somebody else's love, you are. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And I think that was a really important message in this movie that I would have completely skipped over, that it didn't even hit me until Answer was talking about some things. If you're somebody who's trying to better your situation and somebody's telling you that you're not worthy of love, I'm telling you, from the biggest reactor on YouTube, you are. And so please don't ever doubt yourself in that. So 5 answers for Secrets of Dumbledore.
So, well, what a great sentiment to end on. Once again, thanks to all of you on YouTube and Patreon for having us take this whole journey through Potter and beyond.
Now we have to wait.
Fantastic Beasts. And now, unfortunately, I don't know if I'm ready, willing, and able to wait, though.
I don't think you have a choice.
So.
I guess I don't have a choice. I don't have a time machine. Does someone have a DeLorean?
Yeah.
No? All right. So for Appleton Oak, that, of course, is Mason Quinn, and I am, of course, the answer. Good night, pals. Do the little dance to get those scorpions off ya.
Dude, are we gonna get an outtake? Hold on, Quinn, stand up.
Quinn, you gotta get up. Remember, it's all in the swivel.
Nice. I'll take my chances with the scorpions.